Are you having difficulties or confusions in this time of COVID-19 pandemic? Worry no more. You'll be receiving round-the-clock relevant information from the Commission on Population and Development Caraga via this online program, AHD School on Air. Your host, please welcome Regional Director Alexander A. Makinano. Do you have fears, worries, or uncertainties as couple, parents, or adolescent? Are you having difficulties or confusions in this time of COVID-19 pandemic? Worry no more. You'll be receiving round-the-clock relevant information from the Commission on Population and Development Caraga via this online program, AHD School on Air. Your host, please welcome Regional Director Alexander A. Makinano. Do you have fears?
Every Friday, known as the Adolescent Health and Development Program, School on Air. Good day also to all our regional and local partners of the Adolescent Health and Development Program, the members of the Commission Population and Development Board of Commissioners, chaired by the NEDA Secretary General and the DOHCHD, or the Department of Health Secretary. And of course, to all population, health, Social Welfare and Development, Nutrition Action Officer, Agriculture Officer of the five provinces, 6 cities, and oh my God, okay, what's happening to me? 67 municipalities, and of course, all the community volunteers of the mentioned offices of the local government units in the 1,310 barangays of Caraga region. Good day also to all the teachers, the administrators, and the non-teaching personnel, and of course the students together with their parents in the different government-owned and private learning institutions, from basic education to senior high school and to tertiary education, right here in Caraga region. And we are very happy to inform to our followers and viewers that we have 2 new state university right here in Caraga region. Yes, we have an increasing number of state universities and colleges in Caraga region and around the country. And what does it mean of having more officially known as state universities and colleges? Because these are the higher learning institutions providing free tertiary education. Yes, and this is one of the initiatives of the national government through the Commission on Higher Education. And don't you know that Philippines is the only third world country, the underdeveloped country, providing the free tertiary education, because mostly of the third world countries or the developing countries are providing only free basic elementary and secondary education. But in the Philippines, we are almost providing everything from preschool to elementary to secondary and even the tertiary education. And the state universities and colleges are providing also subsidized tuition fee to postgraduate studies, much lower to the tuition fee as demanded, let us say collected, by private tertiary educations or postgraduate schools around the country. Welcome everyone to our 38th episode. Yes, Paolo, we are now on the 38th episode of the Adolescent Health and Development Program School on Air. And this 38th episode is your first episode, manning, of course, the cameras, the laptops, the monitors, and the rest of the equipment, recording and airing our online communication and advocacy program. And rest assured that everything would be going smoothly, going well, no? As we are still on the transition stage. Yes, welcome, Paulo, officially to your another equally challenging task, this time in charge for the recording and the airing of our online, as well as, starting tomorrow, the radio communication and advocacy program, which shall be aired in three of our local radio stations. Yes, local radio stations. And this 38th episode of our ASOA, the Adolescent Health Development School on Air, not overacting OA, of course, designed to provide quality, correct, and accurate information as basis of making responsible decisions among our young people, among the parents and the society in general for better or improved quality of life. A part of our online and radio communication program, POPCOM is also maintaining the POPCOM category Responsible Parenthood and Family Planning Helplines. Yes, our POPCOM Caraga RPFP Help who are facing complex and complicated, of course, okay, situations and even choices as they are now in their journey or transition from childhood to adulthood. And in this life, things are getting to be complicated without the well defined support mechanism that they can get from their respective families, from their respective circle of friends, from the respective communities and from the different sectors of the communities, this would become a factor for their failure. That is why we have to work together as a team, as a family, as a community in preparing the young people for their future, for the young people to become ready, equipped in facing, of course, the future. POPCOM Caraga Responsible Parenthood and Family Planning Helplines, open from 8 in the morning down to 5 in the afternoon. And a part of this AHD program, School on Air, we have other online communication and advocacy program, and of course, a radio and development program, School on Air, would like to bring to you the following informations, the latest about the program. And to start, we have the National Health Awareness. Awareness Month. The month of October is also the National Statistics Month. In East In this Adolescent Health and Development Program, School on Air, we are giving also honor and pride to all the students in the entire world in the commemoration of the best. World Students Day. And of course, finally, one of the activities for the week, as we continuously provided assistance to the local government units, the pre-marriage orientation. And for the headlines of our pop news, POPCOM Carga reinforces family drive for Pantawid beneficiaries. POPCOM launches research.
Do you learn something from today's discussion?
Few reminders.
Have you learned something from today's discussion? Answer the biggest question for this episode and win exclusive freebies and customized items from Popcom Caraga. Text your answers to 0949 4141541. Join na! This is Pop Quiz.
And for our question of the day, in our pop quiz, what mother
Find out the truth about the country's population development program and learn new skills that will help you, your family, and your community to stay healthy and empowered. This is Pop Talk.
figure as well? Never in my life to, of course, see the actual figure. And starting January 2022, local government units would get an additional of 112.7 billion pesos from their existing internal revenue allotment. There would be no more internal revenue allotment. The LGUs would get a total of 959 billion pesos. You see how huge that amount, Pau? However, that would be distributed to all provinces, cities, and municipalities and barangays around the country to fund the devolution of functions services from 13 national government agencies, including POPCOM, including the Commission on Population and Development, as an attached agency to the National Economic and Development Authority. Yes, NEDA, as the mother agency, has no devolved functions and services, But POPCOM, as an attached agency to NEDA, has a list of functions, services, and facilities to be transferred to the local government units. And in fact, POPCOM has already transmitted our devolution transition plan, or DTP, to both NEDA through the Office of the Secretary General, Carl Kendrick T. Choa, and to the Department of Budget and Management. And I was informed, very fresh, this afternoon's online conference with the POPCOM Executive Director and POPCOM Deputy Executive Director, that POPCOM is one of the two national government agencies complied all the documentary requirements for the devolution transition plan pursuant to Executive Order number 138. And I'm very happy and honored to mention that DBM provided already us the go signal to go ahead with the implementation of the devolution transition plan. As we can see right on the graph, right in our screen, by 2022, there would be a dramatic increase of, budget for the local government units. In fact, there would be around 37 or 38% increase of the budget of all LGUs around the country. Because as I said, there would be a 117 billion pesos added to the existing internal revenue allotment of the local government units. This increase of 38%, or around 959 billion pesos, would be used to fund the devolution of functions, services, and facilities, again, of 13 government or national government agencies, including POPCOM, and 3 government-owned and controlled corporations. Now, under the Executive Order 138, the local government units would be assisted by the national government in the different phases, yes, different levels or stages of the devolution. First, there would be delineation of the roles, functions, and responsibilities of the national government and the local government units. So, unsa ang sa national ug unsa pod sa LGU. And hopefully, there would be no more repetition, duplication of functions between the national government agencies and the local government units. Through the devolution transition plan, we can see that what are the function services appropriate to the LGUs would be transferred to the LGUs. These functions would be defined in the devolution transition plans, in which the 13 agencies or national government agencies would have to present to the Department of Budget and Management. And I'm very happy that POPCOM has submitted. In fact, we have shared this to the 5 provinces, 6 cities, and 67 municipalities with the 1,310 barangays of Caraga region in 3 separate occasions. Yes, 3 separate occasions. A part of that, we also oriented some LGUs separately of the regional discussions or forum on the devolution transition plan. In the DTP that we shared to the LGUs, we have specified what are the programs, projects, and activities that we would be transferring to the LGUs through their respective population and development structures. The devolution transition plan should be reviewed by the Devolution Transition Committee. And the fact that we have submitted already our DTP, it underwent and passed through the scrutiny of the Devolution Transition Committee. The Executive Order 138 provided also a standby funds for the LGUs that are highly marginalized, LGUs that are facing difficulty in the implementation of the devolution transition plan. The national government would have to provide financial support through the Growth Equity Fund. After the LGU has designed, or the LGUs have designed, implemented the devolution transition plan, complying all the documentary requirements as defined under the Department of Budget and Management, Department of Interior and Local Government Joint Memorandum Circular number 2021-01. They would come up a list of activities that would enhance not only their knowledge, but more importantly, their skills and capabilities. That the LGUs, their workers, their human resource, their personnel, regardless of the nature of appointment, be it permanent or regular, or job order, or casual, or contract of service, or contractual, this time are all ready, prepared, equipped, and let us say competent to continuously deliver the basic services that before implemented by the national government agencies and now starting January 2021 by their respective local government units. That is why every LGU should also come up and implement their own capacity development agenda, or CDA. Yes, not the Cooperative Development Authority, but the Capacity Development Agenda. LGU workers, LGU personnel will be trained, will be capacitated to assume competently the functions, the services, and maintain the facilities devolved by the national government agencies. The national government agencies will continuously assist the LGUs along, of course, planning, programming, budgeting, and monitoring and evaluation. However, there would be this time a clear guidelines, a clear-cut policy. What specific roles along this planning, programming, budgeting, monitoring, evaluation should be played by the national government and as well as to be carried out by the local government units. And finally, the EO 138 also defines the fate, the status of the personnel of the national government agencies. Yes, especially those affected national government agencies, the personnel of the 13 national government agencies. Now, I'm happy to announce to everyone, to all staff of POPCOM Caraga, that Undersecretary Juan Antonio A. Perez III received, assurance from the Department of Budget and Management that nobody would be affected by this devolution. Everyone on the current, of course, positions, the nature of appointment would continue even after 2021. Even on the start of the devolution. In fact, POPCOM is formally requesting and has endorsed its formal request for additional manpower complement because we would be performing additional functions. Those some are devolved to the LGUs. That's why we need additional manpower complement. And among them, those who would, of course, monitor and evaluate how LGUs continuously provide the basic services. So no one would be affected, no one would be cut, and no one be transferred to another national government agency, neither to the LGU, but in fact, we are requesting for additional manpower complement. Okay. Now, the first stage of the devolution is coming out of the Devolution Transition Plan, the DTP. Now, inside the Devolution Transition Plan are the functions, services, and, of course, facilities that shall be transferred by the national government to the local government units. Yes, And on the part of POPCOM, the functions, services, and facilities to be transferred are those defined on the following national laws and national issuances. Because POPCOM, the Commission on Population and Development, performs our functions and services based on national laws, national issuances. Now, in the interest of time, let me just enumerate what are these national laws, national issuances governing the powers, the duties and responsibilities, the functions of PAPCOM. And some of these functions, responsibilities shall be transferred to the LGUs. First, okay, not first, but these are the basis of the POPCOM's functions. Uh, some of these would be devolved to the local government units. First, the creation of the organic POPCOM, the Presidential Decree number 79, or the Revised Population Act of the Philippines. Section 37 of the Urban Development and Housing Act of 1992, giving, of course, the function to POPCOM to monitor the barangays around the country, whether urban or rural, whether these barangays are turning to be urban from rural or they are this time to be urbanizing barangay. And this is, of course, a task which shall be coordinated with other agencies of the national government. The Executive Order number 12, the POPCOM, together with the ILG and DOH, are tasked by the President to assist the LGUs in providing quality information and services to every couples and individuals to attain their desired size of their respective families through timing, spacing, and frequency. Wow, we are getting in a hurry here because we have lack of time. Through the strict implementation of the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Law of 2012, or otherwise known as the RP-RH Law, or Republic Act 10354. Number 4, the Executive Order number 41. Yes, sorry, 141. This is the latest, the newest, of course, national issuance which defines POPCOM's functions, this time along the prevention, the solution of the different root causes of this teenage pregnancy. The President, in his Executive Order number 141, recognizes the teenage pregnancy as urgent, dinalian, paspas, karundayon, dili ugma, national priority. That the entire nation, that every institution of the national government down to the local governments, communities, would have together determine and address the different root causes of teenage pregnancy, because in the study conducted by POPCOM, there are internal and external. There are direct and indirect factors resulting to teenage pregnancy. Thus, believing on the famous cliche that it takes a village to raise a child, thus addressing the teenage pregnancy as a national concern would be responsibility of everyone. Ako, imo, natong tanan. And finally, the Philippine Development Plan for 2017 to 2022 as the first of the 3 Philippine Development Plan in attaining our ambition natin 2040. This is the road of attaining matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay para sa lahat. And I'm very glad to inform everyone, especially to all followers, viewers, and listeners of this online program, that this is the first medium-term development plan of the national government, which clearly defines the population program. In fact, Chapter 13 of the PDP 2017 to 2022 highlights or emphasizes the attainment of the inclusive growth and development when we have successfully managed the increase and the size of our population. See, the Philippine Development Plan considers the Philippine Population Development Program. In fact, our program adopts the battle cry, matatag, maginhawa, at planadong pamilyang Pilipino. That is our contribution in the mantra of the Ambition Natin 2040, matatag, maginawa, at panatag na buhay para sa lahat. Highlighting the health, the safety, and the strength of everyone, especially among mothers and children in this COVID-19 pandemic, the program is campaigning for ang pamilyang planado, protektado. From these national laws and national issuances, POPCOM derived their various functions, services, and facilities. And again, these functions, services, and facilities shall be devolved to the LGUs because originally, the Local Government Code of 1991 or the Republic Act 7160 defines already that basic services shall be provided by the LGUs, not by the national government. But there was a problem on the transition from the national to the LGU. That is why some of these basic services are continuously implemented, maintained, and sustained by the national government agencies. And now, the EO 138 requires the 13 national government agencies, including POPCOM, and the 3 GOCCs to transfer this to the LGUs. As provided on Section 17 of the Local Government Code of 1991, basic services and facilities shall be provided by the local government units. First, by the barangay. Yes, the barangay shall provide health and social welfare services through the barangay health daycare and daycare worker. Okay? Next, municipality. The municipality shall provide the following social welfare services, including child and youth welfare, family and community welfare, and family planning services. Third, provinces. Provinces shall provide population and development services. And finally, the city. All of the cities shall provide the basic services as provided by the municipalities and the provinces. Thus, family planning and population and development services shall be provided by the cities. These are the bases as well of the Commission on Population and Development in our devolution transition plan. Now, specifically, what are the functions, the services, and the facilities that we have to devolve to the LGUs? This would be, in detail presented in the next episode of our online communication and advocacy program. So watch this out. And of course, we would like to notify all population officers of the 5 provinces, 6 cities, 67 municipalities, including the 1,310 barangays of Caraga region, that a part of the regional and the local orientations, the deepening sessions on the devolution transition plan, we are now communicating to your respective governors, city mayors, and the municipal mayors. We have sent out official requests for the endorsement to support your respective devolution transition plan. Attached of this official request, of course, one, the devolution transition plan of POPCOM as submitted to the Department of Budget and Management, based also on the Department of Budget and Management Local Budget Memorandum number 82, in which a copy is also attached to the request. To all population officers, kindly follow up the Office of the Governor, the Office of the Mayor pertaining to this request. Copy furnished to the chairperson of the Committee on Social Services, Population, Nutrition, and Health of your respective sanggunians. Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Sangguniang Panglungsod, and Sangguniang Bayan. And hopefully, by the end of the day, you have successfully lobbied for the creation of a position, a creation of an office that would entirely assume the basic functions and services as to be devolved by the Commission on Population and Development. And I can guarantee the local government units in Caraga region that POPCOM Caraga will be along the way in this implementation of the devolution. We will support you out from our modest resources. We will provide technical, material, and logistical support for you to implement your devolution transition plan, your capability development agenda, and your communication plans and strategies for population and development services. This would be the major agenda of POPCOM Caraga in 2022. We would have, of course, the details of our pop news after this quick reminder. So,
Fresh information, latest updates on government programs, breaking news about the Philippine Population Development Program. This is POPCOM Caraga's Pop News.
and now for the details of our headlines. POPCOM Caraga reinforces family drive for Pantawid beneficiaries. For the details, right from the field, Daisy Jane Apit, please come in.
POPCOM Caraga reinforces family planning drive for Pantawid beneficiaries. The Commission on Population and Development Caraga ensures that the information and services are within the reach of all Caraganons amidst this pandemic by using online and social media platforms. The agency, led by its Regional Director Alexander Makinano, will provide key points on October 22 at the RRM Radio 98.7 station for all Pantawid Pamilya beneficiaries in the local government unit of Talacogon and neighboring areas. Included on the discussion will be the program on responsible parenthood and family planning, which aims to help couples or parents exercise responsible parenting to achieve their desired number, timing, and spacing of their children. It also contributes in improving the maternal, neonatal, and child health and nutrition. Moreover, the office has been maintaining new platforms to inform its clients and program partners amid pandemic. The office regularly conducts its POPCOM Virtual Academy, aired every Monday and Wednesday at 10 to 11 a.m., AHD School on Air every Friday, and POPCOM on Air aired at 3 different radio stations in Butuan. Its official website and Facebook page also provide up-to-date information on the population initiatives and services of the agency. This is DC Apit, ang pamilyang planado, protektado.
Thank you, Daisy. POPCOM launches research on moves against dissolution of population structure. For the details, right from the field, Gino Concan, please come in.
The Commission on Population and Development Caraga conducted a management case study titled The Primacy of Population Program Over Its Dissolution in the cities of Butuan and Surigao. The purpose of the study is to seek out and document the experiences of population structures that were supposed to be turned down but were impeded due to interventions at various levels. The study was successfully conducted by POPCOM program assistants from both cities. The focus group discussion, or FGD, was used as a qualitative approach to gain a true understanding of population issues. The method seeks data from a deliberately selective group of individuals rather than a statistically representative sample of a larger population. The findings of this study will also assist POPCOM's regional office in facilitating and documenting all dissolution concerns. The respondents in the study were participants from the respective population office. This is Gino Concan, ang pamilyang planado, protektado.
And finally, POPCOM Carga to support Balik Provincia initiatives. Right from the field, Daisy Jane Apit, please come in.
POPCOM Caraga to support Balik Probinsya initiatives. POPCOM Caraga strengthens coordination with other government agencies to provide quality services and information in responsible parenthood and family planning and adolescent health and development services to Balik Probinsya program beneficiaries. The agency remains steadfast to its commitment of empowering the Filipinos through population and development strategies by ensuring uninterrupted rollout and access to modern family planning and AHD services in coordination with local government units. Under the Special Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa or BP2 program Committee of the Caraga Regional Development Council, the special program aims at alternative employment and long-term living options for those going back to their home provinces. A coordination meeting attended by different national agencies and government offices including POPCOM was held yesterday, October 19, to ensure that the Balik Probinsya Caraganons will be provided with appropriate and immediate assistance. In a report provided, a total of 88 Caraganons are set to travel back to the region this October. This is Daisy Apit, ang pamilyang planado, protektado.
Thank you, Daisy. And finally, AGNOR Population Offices Intensify Campaign versus Teenage Pregnancy. For the details for his final news report, Matt Gonzaga, please come in.
The Population Division of the Provincial Government of Agusan del Norte, in partnership with POPCOM, will be enrolled for a series of public awareness campaigns on responsible sexuality among adolescents and youth beginning October 22 and ending November 11 at the grounds. The Commission on Population and Development Caraga Region will assist the LG of Agusan del Norte conducting ABCDE on teenage pregnancy among IP teenagers in the municipalities of Kitcharao and Las Nieves on October 22 and 26. Meanwhile, on October 27 and 29, they will conduct parent-teen conversations with children in conflict with the law in Carbens Barangay Veranda 2 and Tagkatong. Members of LGBTQI+, adolescents and youth are invited to participate in the STI, HIV, AIDS advocacy campaigns in Magallanes on November 8 to 9. Finally, on a responsible parenthood family planning demand generation activity for persons with disabilities will take place in the city of Cabadbaran on November 10 to 11. POPCOM will continue to display their support for LGU projects through the provision of technical assistance, demand generation, and service provision in anticipation of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's upcoming devolution of programs to LGUs. This is Matt Gonzaga, ang pamilyang planado, protektado!
For today's POP support, let us hear the messages of some Sangguniang Kabataan or SK officials.
Good morning, in behalf sa Sangguniang Kabataan officers, akong dakong pagtahod sa ato ang DOH officers, POPCOM, barangay officials, sa tanang naadire. Ako di ay si Stephanie May B. Vergara, SK Chair sa Barangay Simbalan, Buena Vista, Agusan del Norte. As leader of the youth, aduna tayo nagkalailahin ng mga activities nga atong gipahigayon diri sa atong barangay. Usa na ni ana ang under sports development, ang mga ball games, basketball and volleyball. So aduna po tayo mag-organize ng mga activities which is pageants, singing and dancing contest, spoken word poetry, just to showcase the talents and skills amongst the youth. And dili lang kayo sa sporty activities kundi naapot tayo mga about sa knowledge, which is seminars about drug resistance education and disaster risk reduction education. Just to appreciate the youth's existence sa community and ma-exercise ang role nila sa society. And as of this current event, nga gipahigayon karon, which is the family planning. As we all know, family planning is the control sa family nga amongst the number of children and kanang interval between them. So as a youth, advantage yun siya kung kabalo ka or nakay knowledge about family planning kay usa sa mga issues and concerns diri sa barangay Simbalan is about early teenage pregnancies. So by this activity, ang mga batanon nga mga mama o papa or katong mo engage pa sa family planning, at least na sila'y guide and direction on how to have a healthy. So I would recommend nga sa mga youth nga na overview sila or background on what is family planning is, kay para this will serve as their guide on how to have a healthy family. Thank you and God bless.
Kindly state your name and designation, please.
I'm Mary Jean Del Valle Gagap, the new SK chairperson from Barangay Baligyan, Agusan del Norte.
Ma'am Arlo, again, during the conduct of the seminar, what is your insights and learning regarding the adolescent development sessions?
For the whole day, I've learned a lot of things, and that includes gender equality. I'm happy that it has been implemented, and I can see a lot of loss, and I can see the progress as well in attaining the rights.
Yes. As an history chairperson, what is your program or implemented program, especially now na naatay health crisis?
As the new SK chairperson, we're conducting symposiums as well as seminars that includes activities so that our youths will be informed about their rights.
Lastly, your message sa ato mga kabatanunan, especially sa inyong constituents sa inyong barangay.
To my co-youth, all I can say is that stand for your right. You only live once, and that is the most important thing that you must have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Ako si John Edian Piantalian, usa ka iskitiman sa barangay para ma-prevent ang teen pregnancy. Kailangan nato open-minded ang ato palibot o focus kita sa ato pag-eskwela. Muatin kita maintain sa mga activity sa mga programa sa ato siyudad o barangay. Ang ato message sa mga kabatanunan para dili ma-engage sa premarital sex, kailangan di practical kita o focus sa mga dream para sa ato future. Study first, nag-asa kita, deserve kita mo enter sa primary 6.
Thank you very much to the Sangguniang Kabataan Chairpersons of Barangay Sibala, Honorable Stephanie May Vergara, Barangay Baligyan. Where is this Barangay Baligyan? Stephanie SK Mary Jane Gaga. And before we go, let us reveal the answer for our question of the day. Our pop quiz: what modern family planning method is based on the fertility cycle of a woman? Actually, there are two answers here. And these are two of the modern natural family planning methods. Either of the two. First, letter B, standard days method or SDM. And the next answer is letter D, lactational amenorrhea method or LAM. Both standard days method or SDM and lactational amenorrhea method or LEM are modern natural family planning methods. Both are based on the fertility cycle of a woman. And when you say fertility cycle, we have short, long, we have short, average, and long. For the standard days method to be effective, then one must be on the average menstrual cycle. And for the lactational amenorrhea method to be effective, the regular menstrual cycle has not yet, continue after or within the 6 months after the delivery, child delivery. Okay. The threats against COVID-19 continue in our respective households, in our respective communities. That is why there is no time for us to relax. There is no chance for us to become, of course, lenient. Everyone, I, you, and we have to continue safeguarding our health. Make our health and our safety a priority, because this is also our responsibility to our family. And remember, my friends, to all our followers and viewers, a strong, healthy family remains to be and continues to be and would become and always the foundation of a strong nation. Thus, the health and the strength of the nation depends upon the health and the strength of every family. The Commission on Population and Development will continuously work together with you, and with the help of you, empowering every Filipino families, every Filipino communities. Caraga Region, Philippines, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay strong. May God bless us all.
Aangat tayo muli. Ito ang paniniwalang ating panghahawakan. Sa ngayon, pangamba at pagdududa ang pumipigil sa ating ibalik ang dating buhay. Pero aangat tayo muli. Dahil may isang bagay na hindi kayang kunin ng COVID sa atin. Ito ang ating pagiging matibay at determinado. Tayo ang lahing hindi natitinag ng bagyo, lindol, baha, at pagsabog ng bulkan. Paulit-ulit bumabangon, ilang beses mang gulpihin ng sakuna. Kaya, aangat tayo muli. Kakayanin natin muli ito. Sa palaging pagsuot ng mask at face shield, paghugas ng kamay, at pagpapanatili ng distansya, hindi mo lang inaalagaan ang iyong sarili. Kung hindi, pati na rin ang mga nakapaligid sa'yo. Sundan natin ang mga ito at magkasamang salubungin ang sikat ng araw sa mga paborito nating lugar. Walang kasiguraduhan ang mga darating na araw. Ang sigurado lang ay kapag isinapuso natin ang pag-iingat, aangat tayo muli. Ingat-angat tayong lahat.